Rogers TV Guelph, only on Rogers.
Hi, welcome to Inside Guelph. I'm your host, Trish Stevenson. Thanks for joining us. It's Wednesday, February 5th. This is your roadmap to the Royal City, where we have upcoming events. Judith Yan here with the Guelph Symphony Orchestra. Fantastic concert called The Planets. We'll get those details. Also, a conversation with Kids Ability. Starting us off right now, registered dietitians Lisa and Erin. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
We have some hidden sugars, but you're exposing them.
Yes, so we wanted to talk today about both hidden sugars and sugars that, we would think are pretty obvious in the foods that we eat.
Okay, and why do we not want these sugars?
Well, we don't want these sugars for a number of reasons, but two of the more important ones is that they do add extra calories to our diet, as well as they do spike our blood sugars because they are a simple source of sugar and not a complex carbohydrate. So they make our blood sugars rise and then quickly fall.
Ooh, okay. It looks really delicious though. Okay, we're starting with the beverages.
Sure, so we're going to start with chocolate milk. So chocolate milk is packed full of sugar. It's actually six teaspoons of sugar for every 1 cup. This is just 1 cup of chocolate milk here.
This here.
Yeah, so that's
is how much sugar is in there.
Absolutely. Yeah, you wouldn't think that when you're drinking it, but it's actually 6 teaspoons of sugar.
Look at how much that is.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Sorry, you made such a big, nice pile, but I mean, that's really unbelievable.
No, it is. So one really easy way to fix some of this is maybe to put half chocolate milk and then dilute it with half white milk.
Okay.
And that'll help bring the sugar
So
down.
the chocolate, obviously, that much more than just plain milk,
right?
Yeah, in terms of sugar
it does add
content.
more sugar, yeah. So if you want to drop the sugar a little bit, you can either have less chocolate milk or you can add some white milk to that.
Okay, to my embarrassment, my stomach literally is growling. Quietly. Okay, orange juice. A lot of people start their morning off this way.
Absolutely, orange juice and coffee. I keep hearing people take orange juice and coffee. So orange juice, this is just 1 cup of orange juice, and it contains 7 teaspoons of sugar.
That is so awful.
Yeah. And so this is just 100% pure juice. We're not even talking fruit punches, which would actually have quite a bit more.
Even more.
Yeah.
This is naturally occurring sugar, but it's still sugar.
Yeah,
your body processes it the same way?
Well, your body will process this like simple sugar. So it'll spike your blood glucose quite high, and then it'll drop because there's no fiber. What they did was they took a perfectly good orange, or a number of oranges in the case of this 1 cup, and they squeezed out all the sugar and threw away the fiber. So, there's no fiber in there to slow down how quickly that sugar is going in.
So would we be better off getting it with pulp or just not doing the juice?
No, either not doing the juice, or one thing you can do, and I do this with myself if I do drink juice, is I put a quarter juice and then top it up with water. So you still get that flavor, but it's significantly diluted.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you just eventually get used to that diluted taste, and then this ends up being very, very thick.
And you'd be surprised when a lot of people go back to drinking straight
Yes.
orange juice, they find it too sweet.
Oh,
I find it too
absolutely.
sweet.
Yep. Okay. Hit me with the cereal.
Okay, so we've got bran flakes with raisins, and then we've got a cereal bar that a lot of people throw in their lunch for either school or work. And so a typical cereal bar has between...
Okay, we'll do the cereal bar first. Yeah.
About 3 teaspoons of sugar in it.
E.
Yeah, 3 or 4 depending on the type.
Though it seems less now that because we were just talking about 7s and 6s of tablespoons, but that's just
still,
unnecessary calories, right?
If you think about eating that amount of sugar, you wouldn't do it, right?
No.
Straight up.
No, you wouldn't take that right off the plate. And what about this?
And then we've got bran flakes that have raisins in it. So it's got, in 1 cup, it's got, if you measure that out with a measuring cup, it's got 4 spoons of sugar.
Oh.
Yeah.
And no one's really measuring, I'm sure, unless they're very good about counting calories. They're probably just
we
pouring
don't
the
really
box
measure
into the
things
bowl.
Yeah, so good alternatives are unprocessed grains. So oatmeal is a great one. And you can add your own dried fruit or add your own a little bit of brown sugar.
Okay.
So you're controlling how much sugar goes in, whereas if you have something that's already processed, they've added a lot.
A lot of sugar that you're not controlling. When you say oatmeal, should it be the long cooking oatmeal, slow cooking,
You
as
can,
opposed to ready-made?
Any type of oatmeal that you like is fine. If you want one that's quicker to cook, you can do the quick oats, but whatever your taste buds, you enjoy.
Okay, I wasn't sure if the quick oats have more sugar. Because they're it feels like they're already prepared.
It's more processed if they're
More
quick oats.
processed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm running out of room here. I'll just sit on the granola bar. Okay, walk me through the sauces.
Sure.
This really broke my heart when I saw these. Let's start with the plum sauce,
Sure,
which is my favorite.
Okay, so in a tablespoon of plum sauce, we have 4 spoons. Let me just get this number right. Sorry, the two teaspoons of sugar.
In 1 tablespoon.
In 1
of plum
tablespoon.
sauce.
And a lot of people really enjoy sauces and are putting quite a bit when they're eating their meals.
I can tell you right now that little tablespoon of plum sauce goes on 1 chicken nugget at my house.
Yeah.
And we eat more than 1.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
so an
no
interesting
good.
experiment would be just to measure it out and see how much you're eating.
Oh. Do
Yeah,
we have
just to
alternatives for
know.
this?
There are. If you're reading the labels and you're looking at ingredient lists and seeing how much sugar are in things, or looking at the grams of sugar, and just look for the lowest that you can find.
Okay. Oh, good point. And watch your serving size, because sometimes they'll get you that way. It will suddenly be a smaller serving
Exactly.
size, but it
So
ends
look
up being
at
the
the
same
serving.
amount of sugar.
Yeah.
Okay, ketchup, a staple in a lot of households.
Yeah. So a tablespoon of ketchup has 1 teaspoon of sugar. But we eat, again,
Yeah,
we're
there's
eating
no
a
way. Again, that would be on 1 French fry.
Exactly.
There's no way you would
So-
get away with just that for a whole
Yeah.
bowl of fries. I'm talking about fries in front of registered dietitians. I mean baked potatoes. Okay, what's this?
Okay,
Delicious.
so we've got a tablespoon of like a chocolate hazelnut spread. Yeah, and a lot of people put a thick layer of that on a piece of toast.
Okay.
So that one has in it 4 teaspoons of sugar.
Yeah, that was kind of a given. You knew you weren't going anywhere good with that. But
Actually,
that's a
sorry,
heaping.
that's 3 teaspoons of sugar.
Yeah,
Don't
so you
wanna-
could just sort of like, how delicious is that? Throw that right in
Yeah,
the sugar.
you
All
need
right.
like a
Because that's exactly
I'm
what
hungry.
it needs.
I'm
more
hungry.
sugar.
I know. Stop. So we'll do, and then do you want it on this camera then, or KD?
Yeah.
So walk me through that.
Yeah, so Kraft Dinner in half a box contains 3 teaspoons of sugar. So half a box, actually, most people, if they're eating Kraft Dinner, can actually eat a whole
Sure.
box, and that's probably why a lot of people fall asleep. But this isn't just Kraft Dinner. It's really any instant mac and cheese product. You're really looking at about 3 teaspoons of sugar.
So that whole box would be the 6.
Yeah, the whole box would be 6 teaspoons of sugar. And one thing it's important to note, especially when we were showing the cereals, is that these are really small plates. So naturally, everything looks a little bit bigger in terms of the portion sizes. But if you're thinking of your home large plates,
Oh yeah.
you know, you're having a lot of
A lot of
these
food.
foods. Yeah.
What's the conversion? So if I'm looking at 7 grams of sugar, how do I know how many teaspoons or tablespoons that is?
Yeah, so 4 grams is 1 teaspoon. So that's
4
a
grams
good
is
thing to
1
have in mind.
teaspoon.
And you can look on the back of your sugar packet at home if you want to be reminded of that.
Okay.
Like your
so
bag of sugar at home.
would 4 grams and under of sugar be respectable for something you're eating then? Is that
Yeah.
ish?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
also depends
definitely.
on what it is too, right? Like, you know, you're naturally going to have more sugar in watermelon. So,
Right.
You know.
But that's better than perhaps that big spoonful
Absolutely.
of chocolate. Lovely to have you,
Yeah,
ladies. Thank you for
thank
being
you.
here and not bringing us lunch. All right, we're taking a short break. When we get back, we have a conversation with Kids Ability. Please stay with us.